We all know the voice that sang Billie Jean. We know the soft, almost fragile whisper he gave the media for decades, a sound that became as much a part of his identity as the squeakant glove itself. But behind the closed doors of the studio, when the cameras stopped rolling and the public glare faded, a completely different man spoke. For 40 years, from 1969 to 2009, the world listened to the Michael Jackson, but did we ever actually hear his real voice? Welcome back to the Legend Vault. I am Frank John, and if you are new here, don't forget to subscribe our channel. And today we are cracking open a puzzle that has mystified generations of fans. The secret evolution, the sudden shifts, and the hidden truth behind the king of pop's speaking voice. Let's get straight into it. To understand this vocal mystery, we have to trace the journey right back to the beginning. In 1969, a young Michael Jackson spoke with the bright, energetic, and completely normal cadence of any kid his age. But as the immense pressure of global fame tightened around him, a dramatic shift occurred. By the time the thriller era reshaped the music industry, that natural speaking voice dropped into a guarded, ultra soft whisper. Many critics dismissed it as a calculated persona, a childlike shield designed to protect a deeply sensitive soul from a harsh world. However, vocal experts note a biological truth. Years of pushing his vocal cords to unprecedented singing heights physically altered his instrument, making the gentle public voice a necessity to preserve his career. But here is where the story takes a fascinating and somewhat shocking turn. There were rare unscripted moments throughout his life where the gentle whisper completely vanished. In private business phone calls, leaked audio tapes, and behind the scenes moments where he was commanding a stadium crew, Michael's voice was deep, authoritative, baritone, and heavy. It wasn't an accident, it was power. Those close to him, like Lisa Minnelli, famously noted that he had a completely normal, deep voice that he hid from the public. Some believe he used the high pitch to maintain his aura of mystery, while others argue it was the ultimate coping mechanism to keep the world at a distance. As we look at the timeline from 1969 to 2009, the voice tells a story of his entire life. By the late 1990s and earlier 2000s, during high stress court battles and public confrontations, you can hear his speaking tone fluctuating wildly depending on his comfort level. When he was defensive, the whisper turned. When he was angry or taking control of his business empire, the deep, commanding masculine tone took over. He possessed a level of vocal control that allowed him to manipulate how the world perceived his vulnerability. He understood that a superstar is not just seen, he is heard, and every syllable was part of the masterpiece. By 2009, during the famous This Is It press conference, the voice carried the heavy weight of a lifetime of unparalleled genius and deep pain. It was tired, but it was still unmistakably Michael, from a child star in Gary, Indiana, to the most famous man on earth. His voice shifted just like his life did, serving as a tool, a shield, and a final mystery. But I want to hear your take on this sonic puzzle. Do you think the soft whisper was his truest, most sensitive self, or do you believe it was a brilliant protective shield to hide the deep, commanding voice underneath? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Stay grounded in reality and stand for the truth. I am Frank John. We are Christian, and in God we trust. God bless America. Smash that subscribe button. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Talk soon. Bye bye.